Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is a Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a...
And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again.
He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, get a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 72 yards.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there. But they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Tannehill. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger game?
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Henry. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill.
That's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 15. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year. But you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is...
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. He's got some room to operate.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Rosas good with the extra point. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP, Tom.
Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's out to his running back, Fournette.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. He'll look to throw. pass will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! N'Keal Harry, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Here's Tannehill. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fighting through pressure, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. After the sack on first down, Tannehill. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Third and long, it's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Got his man. That's Harry. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin
In the final. Seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it is 42-0. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. Touchdown.
Chris Godwin
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Tannehill now to throw.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards. And the Buccaneers have got it on cruise control.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now back to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Buccaneers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
7 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
We'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 38, Tannehill. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want
under pressure, and they got to him again. Joe Tryon, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is fielded at the 27. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And they're going to speed things up here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Taysom Hill, an 11-yard touchdown.
For the record, I completely accepted that was an interception.
They lead it big here in the 4th. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense set to go again. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Tannehill. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Joe Tryon in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Tannehill. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing again is Tannehill. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. There he goes left side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Rosas to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Phillips now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. They'll go underneath to Haskins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Tannehill. Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joe Tryon make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from the Superdome.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Jameis going to look to throw right away.
Flushed out right. And his first look is incomplete.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And we'll see what he can do on the return.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
N'Keal Harry.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On 3rd down, Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Winston.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd and 12, Winston steps away. On the check down, he finds Kamara.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things. But winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Right back to Chris Godwin.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Escaping the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Bucs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jameis to throw it. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And taken right on the 30.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Catch is made by Harry. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
30 yards.
And the Bucs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get some.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bucs are able to add on to their first half lead.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Winston.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Jameis now on 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. From the 41, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Play action now. Winston. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Again, it's Winston.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Winston from the gun on third down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Jameis again.
That's complete to Troutman right side.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Winston now. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached halftime here on...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Eluding the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it is 42-0.
Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't
Yeah,
you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll throw again. Winston. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. To throw is Winston. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are able to claw one back.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Simpson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
He adds the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Taken in at the 3.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
A pass underneath for Fournette. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Chris Godwin
with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Buccaneers are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the gun, Winston. He drops this off to Ogunbowale. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The offense on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got the first down and more. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throwing, Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
To the air again with Winston. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. And
that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Parkey for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On play action, they'll throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have
Johnson odds poke free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Now that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.